you want to know what's the tea? The tea is that I did not like any of the teas. There's this shirt that said white, straight, Republican, and male. And I'm like, I want to let you know how I ended here, okay? So I was looking for destinations to travel, and the cheapest one that I saw was to Boston, Massachusetts. So here I am. So I want to give you a little bit of a recap of what I have done so far. First of all, I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Because the flight was supposed to take off at like 6:30 or something like that, or like 7 a.m. and I got at the airport very early. So boom, when I take the flight to Boston, something I noticed, the flight was empty. Girl, I don't know if it's like nobody wants to come to Boston. I don't know if Boston is not a famous destination, but the flight, the people were only at first class, and then there was people at the end of the airplane. Guess where I was? Yeah, I was at the end of the airplane, okay? All the middle of the plane was empty, like there was nobody in that plane. Girl, I don't know, it was like 60 of us in that plane, okay? I was like, wait, this is kind of weird. Maybe that's why the flights were very non-expensive. When I get here to Boston, in the airport, there's a lot of police officers. Why? I don't know, something happened. So if you know what happened, let me know. So then I took the blue line from the airport to State Street. So as soon as I got off and I went up the stairs, I saw this place, which I don't remember the name, but this is like very famous in Boston. So this is the first thing that I saw about Boston. First impressions, girl. It was kind of cold. Today is August 8th. It's summer. August is supposed to be the hottest month of the year. So what I packed is very much this. A lot of like crop tops and a lot of like loose. These pants are long, but they're like, the fabric is very loose. It's very summer. It's very breezy, easy, beautiful cover girl, okay? That's a lot of the outfits that I packed. So when I got off the train and went up the stairs, this wind hit me in the face and I'm like, whoa, whatever. The other thing was full of people, like a lot of tourists, and the other thing that I noticed is that there was a lot of finance dudes, finance bros. And because I arrived there at like noon or so, it seems like that's their lunchtime. So as soon as I got there, I had a mission to go to Chipotle because I was starving, girl. When I get to Chipotle, full. So boom, I eat my bowl and then I start walking around just to do a little exploration. And I see Quincy Market, so I go there. Girl, it's full of food stores, all of it. I was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. But it was like I was losing my mind because I hadn't eaten. I was like, oh my god, let me just go to Chipotle. But if I was smarter, I would have gone directly to Quincy Market. They have a lot of food places that look very interesting and that I want to try. And I'll go back to Quincy Market, okay? So I start walking around Quincy Market just to explore a little bit. There's a lot of like tourist type of stores that sell like Boston themed things. There was a lot of that. Oh, this store was very cool. They have like this wind chimes. I don't know what's the name. Very beautiful, very cool. I loved it, okay? I want one, but I don't think it's gonna fit in my backpack. I keep walking around and I see this store, so I got in. Girl, I loved it. They have a lot of manga, they have a lot of books, and they have this willy warmer. It was giving very much Spencer's. Anyway, I was getting tired. Plus, again, I needed to sleep. So I was like, okay, let me just go to the hotel. So boom, I took the train again, and I went to the hotel. And girl, I fell asleep. So boom, when I wake up, I'm hungry again. I take the train, I go downtown again. It starts raining. And now I'm losing my mind because I'm like, I don't have cold weather clothes. I came unprepared. So I went to Beacon Hill and I loved it even though it was raining. I want to go back and see more of the park because I love parks, okay? And then I'm hungry again. And I remember, a big brain moment, I remember Quincy Market. So I went back to Quincy Market and I see this place, like the Boston Chowder whatever place, that they sell the lobster thingy that I want to try. But then I wasn't really like, I'm not in the mood for lobster today. I don't know, I woke up and I wanted like something, I don't know, another thing, right? So I keep walking down the Quincy Market place and I see this place called Hong Dog. Girl, first of all, it's Korean food and I love Korean food. Now you're gonna say like, oh my god, so you went to Boston to eat Korean food? Like that's not even the place to eat Korean food. I know, and I'm gonna try the Boston food. It's just, I just woke up and I'm hungry again, so I'm not, whatever. Boom, as soon as I saw that they had Korean chicken wings, I was like, yeah, I'm eating here. Girl, they're so good. I ordered them with this garlic serrano sauce. It's a little bit spicy, not too much, but they were so good. And then I ordered the hot Cheeto corn dog. Girl, it was so good. So boom, when I get out of Quincy Market, because remember, I don't have a jacket. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Marshall's to buy a jacket or something. I don't know. Girl, when I get out, the rain, Bruno Mars, okay? So I see this store, one of the like Boston souvenirs type of store. I see this store is open and I buy this raincoat and I'm just walking around looking a little bit insane. Okay, Boston, the map, cities like New York or Chicago, the map is like a very rectangular type of grid. So it's very easy, very left, right, this and that. Baby, Boston is not like that. Boston, the way that the town is located, it's almost like diagonal. So everything is a little bit like this. So a lot of the streets, when you look at it from above, it's almost like a triangle type of shape, the downtown area. So I was a little bit, it took me a while to get used to the map. Girl, I'm not giving up because I'm a little bit obsessed with maps and I'm a little bit like OCD. Like whenever I go to a new city, I like to know where I'm at. So yeah, boom, I just went to Marshall's. I bought a little jacket for the rest of the days because it seems like Boston, it's cold, so nothing is gonna stop me. I'm gonna have a great time here in Boston, okay? So I'm gonna keep you updated. This was day 1. Day 2, I'm in the toilet, but I'm not using the toilet, okay? Hold on. So today I went to Salem. The way for you to go to Salem is you need to go to North Station. Once you're in North Station, you need to take the commuter rail to Salem. How do you do that? You need to buy a ticket. You need to buy a ticket for Salem, okay? You cannot go to Salem only with your Charlie card. You need to buy a ticket, okay? The commuter rail train or whatever was fairly empty. The train goes a little bit slower than what I was expecting it to go. I thought it was gonna be one of those like Amtrak type of very fast trains, but it wasn't. So boom, when you drop off the train, you just need to walk up the stairs and Salem is right there. It's not like you need to walk 10 minutes. No, it's right there. The first thing you're going to see is this building, which I thought it was a church. It's not. It's the Superior Court. You keep walking down that street and once you get to Essex, you take a left, or at least that's what I did. You will see the little witch statue at the corner, so you know you're there. But guess what happened? So I'm in Salem. I'm like, oh my god, yes, let's explore. It starts raining so much. It was giving storm. Like, look, I took a screenshot and everything, and I also recorded, so you can see that I'm not lying. And I didn't want to get my hair wet, so I just waited until it stopped raining. So I go down that Essex street, right? And there's a lot of stores, like witchy stores type of thing. They sold a lot of like crystals, they have this cool spell bags in this store. Like if you want prosperity, if you want money, if you want healing, whatever it is that you want, you get a spell bag. They also have candles, all the things that you can find in a witchy store. This store had it, okay? So boom, something I learned. Salem is the birthplace of the National Guard. Fun fact, if you're planning to go to Salem and you go to the restroom a lot, like me, like I pee a lot because I am a water drinker, there's not a lot of bathrooms. So if you go to like a store and you're like, hey, I want to use the bathroom, well, they will tell you is like, oh, there's a QR code at the front, scan it, and that QR code tells you what are the places that you can use the bathroom. So boom, I went to one of the places that you can go to the restroom at, and this place, they had like it was like an information, and they were playing a little video explaining pretty much what was it that happened in the Salem witch trials. When you tell me that there was a witch trial in where a lot of women that were witches, I was expecting the story to be like, oh, we saw her doing magic Voldemort levels. You know, we saw her doing magic Gandalf levels. Something like that. Girl, why do I find out that those women were not doing anything crazy? They were just falsely accused. And again, I'm not surprised because people back in the day, there was a certain group of people that were like very extremely religious, and whenever they couldn't explain something, they would say that it was satanic or that it was works of the devil. But I was like, So this woman were just living their lives and they were falsely accused. And now get this, so you can see the irony of life. The people that did the trials to get rid of the witches, that was their goal, to get rid of the witches. And now the only thing that Salem is known for is for their witches. Do you see it? Do you see the irony? My thing is that I got a little bit confused because I'm like, okay, so the whole marketing for this town, Salem, is that this is the town of witches. Salem is not the town of witches. Salem is Gossip Town. Gossip Girl should have been filmed in Salem because that was what it was. It was a gossip that this woman were witches. I am losing my mind. Town of witches, girl. Salem is Gossip Town. Dan Humphrey is from Salem, okay?
Salem witch trials never made sense. Simple fact that there was like no super powerful witch going for world domination. Did nobody question that? Because if I had those kind of powers, you would not be able to stop me. Do you want to know the real test? Whether somebody is a witch or not? If you identify somebody as a witch and then you never catch them because you're not catching a witch, bro. Really and truly, Salem was just a town full of haters. The Salem witch trials. The Salem snitch trials.
Anyway, boom. So after I used the bathroom, I went back to one of the stores that I had seen. And I see this store that it says that they can read your aura. And before somebody comments, oh my god, they just take a picture of you and they overlay a circle with colors. Girl, I don't care. I literally don't care, okay? I had so much fun. So basically they take a picture of you and then they make you put your hands in like a certain type of machine that reads your aura. So you just stand there and you look at the camera and you smile or whatever it is that you want to do. And then after a while, after the picture has come out and whatever, a reader tells you what your aura means, right? So they have like this little guide that tells you what each color means, but also the reader just tells you like a little bit more in depth what is it that it means. So I was expecting my aura to be either indigo or pink, because lately I have adopted the pink color a lot, but it turned out to be primarily orange, and it has a little bit of pink, and then over here it has like that blue indigo that I was looking for. If you look at it, it's almost like it's giving sunset. So yeah, she told me a lot of things. So basically orange is like creative, and then the pink is like protection, and then the indigo bluish tone is like intuition. I really liked the experience. They were all very nice in that store. So boom, I keep walking and then I get to the memorial thing that they did for the witches. There's a cemetery in there, but none of the witches are buried there, okay? The witches, they don't know where they're at. So the town did like a little memorial thing, to remember them. There's also an area where you can see what was it that they said, like what were their last words. I don't know, I just found it so sad and like not fair, So boom, I went there, and then I went to this house, the black house, which is called the witch house, but that wasn't the house of any witch. It was actually the house of the guy or one of the guys that did the trial for the witches. So I found that a little bit clickbaity. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Why would you call it the witch house if it wasn't the house of the witch? It's the house of the man that believed the gossip. So that was pretty much all I did in Salem. Then I went back, I took the commuter rail back to Boston, and I went to Chinatown because I saw that there was a lot of people saying that this Chinatown is like one of the places that you have to go in here, so I just went there. I walked around. Compared to like the New York Chinatown, it's a little bit smaller. The New York one is much bigger. Then I kept walking and I went to the park. Remember how I told you yesterday that I wanted to go to the park? So yeah, I went to the park. Beautiful. I kept walking around and I went to this very famous street, Acorn Street. Here I was getting tired because this is in Beacon Hill and Mama, because everything is like, it's a little bit of a hill, if you will. So then I took the red line and then I got off at Central because I wanted to see that area. And girl, there's an H Mart there, and I'm sorry, I know, I'm sorry, I love H Mart, okay? I used to buy a lot of stuff there. I love it. So there are these mini cakes, I don't know, they're so good, and I bought a lot of them because I'm taking them back to my house. And also I saw this fruit tart. Oh my god, I bought it. And also I bought, those little triangle, I don't know what's the name, It's like rice with a filling and then seaweed. I bought it because I was a little bit starving. And then I took the train again and I went to Harvard because everybody online is saying like, oh my god, you need to go to Harvard, like you need to go and see it. So I went there. And again, what I did is that I walked around, what is this, Harvard Square is the name. I saw this very cool bookstore and I was looking for a specific book for a friend, but I didn't find it there, so whatever, I guess I'll find that online. I like the area, but here then I was getting very hungry because remember, I haven't eaten, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go and try the lobster sandwich from Boston. I go back to Quincy Market and I went to this restaurant called Oyster Bar. I ordered it and this is how it looked, girl. And then when I tried a bite of the lobster with the bread, the garlic bread, it's so good. The bread was very good. It was like a little bit sweet, but it had garlic, and then the lobster didn't taste too strong and it wasn't gummy, and with the lemon on top, oh my god, girl, it was very good. Girl, you wanna know what's the tea? The tea is that I did not like any of the teas. So I took the train, the red line, down to South Station. When I got out, the street that I had in front of me was Atlantic City, right? So I kept walking to my right, and when I got to Congress Street, I took another right. And then when you see the bridge, right there is this very famous museum, the Boston Tea Party. I get there. As soon as you get inside, the first thing that you see is like a gift shop, and they have a lot of like, you know, Boston Tea Party stuff related. Yeah, so they have a lot of like tea things, a lot of Boston souvenirs, so everything is Boston Tea Party related. Then you go out one of the red doors and then you will find Abigail's tea room. First of all, the first thing that you see is this guy right here. He's there, okay? So you can take a picture with him. And then they have like this section that they sell bakery goods, and then on the other side of the store they have this thingy that says that you can taste the tea, right? So you can buy a cup and then you can go ahead and try. They have 5 different type of teas. You can go ahead and try all the teas. So, you know, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the tea. So you go at the end of the store and you will see this like 5 bronze color things. That's where the tea is. You go there and you try the tea with your cup that you bought for $4.50. I also bought a oatmeal cookie and a blueberry scone or blueberry muffin. Okay, but anyway, I'm here for the tea. I'm here to try the tea, right? Each tea has like a little like information pamphlet. I recorded it, but I wasn't reading all of that. Like, girl, I want to try the tea. So first I tried this one. It's called Singlo. That one tasted regular green tea. Then we have Young Hyson green tea. Okay, again, this tasted very similar to the first one, but it had something different, just a little bit something different. But still, I'm like, okay, like, Then I tasted Bohia. Here it says that it's pronounced Buhi. This one had like a little bit of sweetness to it compared to the previous two. So then I tasted oh my god, I'm sorry, I don't know, Congo. Girl, this one was testing me. I'm like, I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. The last one called Sochon. So I took a whiff of the tea and I'm like, wait, is this tea or is this alcohol? Because it smelled like alcohol, like very strong alcohol, like whiskey or something like that. I'm like, so I was scared. This smells very strong, but I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the tea. Literally, devil's piss. I'm not a tea person, I guess. I thought the tea was gonna be the tea, okay? And I didn't like it, okay? I'm sorry. If you're from Boston and you love the tea, okay, good for you. I didn't like it. Also, if you're British and you love the tea of the Boston Tea Party, good for you, okay? Because I know British people have like their tea time. If I had to choose coffee or tea, coffee. Oh, also, while I was in the seating area that is outside, you can see the people that are taking the tour, and in the tour they do like a little reenactment. They give you like these boxes and you can throw them out, like kind of like how they did back in the day, right? Like they threw the tea out of the ship. So then I took the red line again, and then on Park Street I changed trains. So I took the green line down to Copley, where the public library is at, okay? And oh my god, must I say, I think I would have spent a whole day here at the public library, but you know, I wanted to go to other places, so I was there for a while. It's very beautiful. Like, I love the paintings that they have on the ceiling of the public library. Very Catholic, very church core, you know. And you know, I'm not the most religious person, but I love Catholic art and Catholic architecture and Catholic, just Catholic core, if you will. It's all very beautiful. I love it. They also have, like, you know, this very famous area that I have seen online a lot. All the rooms that have paintings, you can get like a little pamphlet which explains the paintings in that room. I left the library. Yeah, I took the green line again to Haymarket. I was gonna go to North End, but then I entered really quickly the Boston Public Market. So outside they had a lot of people like selling fruits very cheap, and then inside the Boston Public Market they have like these stores selling food and I don't know, like artisan things, you know, very cool. And then I started walking north to go to North End. That's like the Italian neighborhood that I saw online, that a lot of people say like, oh my god, you need to visit North End. So boom, I go there, right? I'm walking around North End, Hanover Street, right? So I'm walking in that street and I get to this place called Mike's Pastry, because again, I saw online that a lot of people were saying like, oh my god, you need to try it there. And I ordered a cannoli. So they have in the wall, you can see like they have all the flavor of the cannolis that they sell here. But as you can see in this video, like there's no line. So I was very confused, like where do I order? After I bought my cannoli, when I get out of Mike's Pastry, there's this dude on the street with a motorcycle. And there was people like taking pictures with him. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm thinking he's famous or something. When I look at him, he has this shirt. I took a sneak video of him. He has this shirt that said white, straight, Republican, and male. And I'm like, wait. You do you. But that was like a lot of information for me to take. And when I look at his motorcycle, he has like Trump shirts. And I'm like, So now I'm thinking, maybe I'm in the wrong side of town.
What's your pronouns?
I'm a male, I'm a man, I'm a he. I don't get into that mentally ill stuff.
Okay.
I keep walking north because I was looking for a place to sit and like eat my cannoli, right? So I find this place that has the statue of Paul Revere. It has like a sitting place. It's like a little park. Girl, when I'm like in front of the Paul Revere, maybe a little bit before the Paul Revere statue, there's a lot of tourists there. Like I see them. Like I'm not the only one. There's tourists in front of me, there's tourists behind me, there's a lot of tourists in that street. This dude that comes in the opposite direction of me, because I'm going north, so he's coming south, he is yelling to everybody, go home. I'm like, oh. It seems like I am most definitely in the wrong side of town. So I get curious. I sit down and I go to hoodmaps.com. I don't know if you know that website. Is very good. If you're ever trying to visit any place in the United States, just go to hoodmaps.com and put the city that you're going to visit, and you can see it's categorized under office, rich, hip, tourist, university, or normie. So you can have an idea of what the area is like. Plus, on top of that, the area that you're looking for, it has like comments, like people make comments of that area. So when I look up on Hood Maps, the North End area of Boston, look at the first thing that you see there. Liberals not welcome. I'm like, And then I see this, that it says Republican holdouts. I'm like, okay, so this is normal here. Because that took me by surprise. I keep walking north and I see that they have like this street festival. I don't know, they had like something going on there. So I recorded a little bit and then I just got out of there. Because I was like, I don't know, I don't want to be here while it's late. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit scared. After that far-right experience, I was like, okay, yeah, that's enough for today. Then I went to Marshall's and I know, like, girl, you're in Boston, why are you going to Marshall's? Like, there's Marshall's in Puerto Rico, but I wanted to go to Marshall's because sometimes you can find different things that you cannot find in your local Marshall's, right? And look what I found. This is a makeup palette. The brand is called Amor Us, which means love us. And it says Macaron Magic. Look at the colors. Hold on, let's open it. Now, I don't know, I have never tried this brand, but girl, you know I love makeup. So I saw it, it looked cute, and the color palette looked very pretty. So I'm like, okay, I'm sold. Boom, here you have it. Look at the material. I love. Should we swatch? Let's swatch. Which one? Okay, let's try one that has glitter. This one is called Silver Brush. It's very glittery. Do you see it? Yeah, girl, it shines. Okay, let's try a shadow one. Do you see it? Yeah, I mean, it's giving. This one, the pink one that I just did, was a festive champagne. This one is dainty rose. Girl, I don't know how to swatch, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. She's there. She's there. You see her. Yes. The colors are very much giving. I love. Let's try this lime cocktail one. Do you see? Okay, the glitter that I have around is from the other eyeshadow, the silver brush one. But do you see the green? You see it? It's kind of shiny, kind of reflective. I love this palette. You tell me, should I do a video on this? My final thoughts on Boston. Okay, let's talk about it. My top 3 things that I like. The train, that downtown Quincy Market area, and how clean it is. Also, outfit check. Hold on. This is what I'm wearing right now. You see? So yeah, that was pretty much my Boston experience. Let me know if you like this type of video of me recording myself when I'm visiting a new city, because I don't know how I feel about it, but you tell me. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, bye.